Chisels come in many types for a large range of applications. Two main categories are metal and wood chisels. We're going to look at some different styles for each of these. Let's look at some common styles of wood chisels. Besides length, width, and blade thickness, wood chisels are also classified by their purpose, their type, and their blade shape. Also the method the blade is held by the handle. For example, two common blade shapes are beveled edge and straight edge. The beveled edge is the most common. These chisels have a blade that's typically 4 to 7 inches in length with a 20 to 25 degree bevel on all three edges, but only on the top side of the chisel. The bottom is flat. The beveled edges on the sides allow you to get into hard to reach places, whereas the square edged blade has corners and sides that are 90 degrees. They're designed for heavier levering, right, out of materials like when you're cutting mortises. Another beveled edge chisel is a paring chisel. These are long and thin and lighter in the blade. They're used for shaving off material. Thin amounts of wood, when fitting joints, should never be hit with a mallet. Now let's look at some of the different handle styles. Right? These are classified by tang, socket, or solid molded. The tang chisel I have here has a long point that fits into the center of the handle, whereas the socket chisel has a socket at one end to hold the handle. Framing or heavy-duty chisels often have the handle incorporated into an impact-resistant resin composite material. These handles may also have a metal striking surface for when you're using your chisel with a hammer. Now let's have a look at metal chisels, also known as cold chisels. These are tools made of tempered steel used for cutting cold metals, meaning that they're not used in conjunction with heating equipment like torches or forges. Cold chisels are used to remove waste metal when a very smooth finish is not required, or when work cannot be done easily with other tools such as a hacksaw file, bench shears, or other power tools. Because cold chisels are used to form metal, they have a less acute angle on the end. If you look very closely, they're more like 60 to 70 degrees. This gives the cutting edge much more strength. They come in a variety of sizes, from fine engraving tools that are tapped with very light hammers to massive tools that can be driven with much heavier hammers or even sledgehammers. Cold chisels are forged to shape and then hardened and tempered at the end. The head of the chisel is chamfered. You can see it better on this one right here. The head of the chisel is chamfered to slow down the formation of the mushroom shape caused by hammering, and is left soft to withstand chipping from hammering blows. You can see here, if you look really closely, the head of this chisel is starting to mushroom over. There are 4 common types of cold chisels. These are the flat chisel, the most widely known type, which is used to cut bars, rods, reduce surfaces, and to cut thicker sheet metal. The cross-cut chisel, which can be used for cutting grooves and slots. The round-nosed chisels, here's a couple examples, used for cutting semicircular grooves. And the diamond point chisel, used for cleaning out corners or difficult to get at places. Cold chisels can also be used for masonry work or rock work or stone to cut brick as well. Here's an example of a masonry chisel. Here you see this one also has a hand guard for protecting your hand.